Hello, and if you've been following me on Twitter, then you would have noticed that I got some Rising Sun arrive. Now, rather weirdly, this arrived on, I think, Saturday this week, and that was it. Bit confusing, but have no fear, the rest did arrive the following Monday. So here it is, the Rising Sun Kickstarter collection. I got quite a few bits to go through, so let's get this box open and see what you get. And I'm going to try and remember what you get at retail, so those of you who missed out on the Kickstarter will be able to work that out. Well, inside you've got the actual Rising Sun game, the Kami Unbound just in the back there on the left. On the right you've got the Monster Pack, just behind that the Dynasty Invasion, and then the Daimo box lurking right at the back, just about here, so you probably can't really see it. So we're going to look at this first, which I believe is pretty much what you get at Kickstarter. Then the rest of the bits, they're going to be a bit variable. And for example, you can also, as part of the Kickstarter, get some nice metal-y coins, which I believe are Kickstarter exclusive, but you never know. Maybe you can get hold of those. And there are like cheapy eBay/Amazon Chinese coins, or if you've got a 3D printer, you can just print your own. So it's not a huge loss, but nice metal coins. So inside the box, you get a rule book. You get a load of minis, so, oh, well, this is a rather large box, so a load of minis with some cards, some more minis, then down at the bottom, a whole load of cardboard, so the various cards, the clan screens, and of course the map, so you're going to have to sort this all out. Well, the cardboard is nice and thick, so you've got the war advantages and political mandates described on here. And as you can see, they punch out pretty cleanly. Then you've got your various action cards. Now, I might not actually need these, because I believe as part of the Kickstarter, these have got replaced by some plastic pieces, but nothing wrong with the card, and, you know, probably a little bit lighter than your regular stuff. So you've got Betray, Recruit, Harvest, Train, and Marshal. So there you go. I'll just punch out the rest and then we'll come back to this. Well, here's all the cardboard part punched out, and there's quite a bit, and it's come out nicely. It's pretty cleanly cut, so that's pleasing. So we've got the Ronin, which help you in battle. We've got the various strongholds, including the Turtle Clan, which have strongholds on the back of giant turtles that moves around. The area locations for battling over, the various alliance cards, which sadly are only one-sided, but they go together quite nicely, and yeah, they're pretty good. The war advantages, the various gods, or kamis, and then obviously all the various actions you can take. So yeah, that's a pretty decent amount of cardboard there. Some of these will be replaced by Kickstarter extras. So for example, I know there are plastic versions of these. These are pretty good. Yeah, with regard to the Kickstarter extras, I don't think you're missing out on component upgrades desperately. What you will be missing out on is extra monsters and things like that, which we'll come to when we look at those. Now, with regard to the territories that you're actually going to fight over, as you can see, you've got 1, 2, and 3 for the 3 different years, and on the opposite side, you've got, you know, the various locations you're going to be fighting over. So yeah, pretty nice quality cardboard components. My biggest concern is getting them back in the box, because there's not a huge amount of room in the box. So we'll see how that works out. Now, in the box, I believe you do get all 5 of these in both regular and Kickstarter. So you've got the Dragon Clan Blue. They start with 5 honour and up in the top corner of the map. And they've got some special abilities, which are pretty cool. So just to remind you what Bushi, Daimyo, and Shinto do. But these guys may move your figures anywhere on the map and summon them anywhere. And they earn 6 money at the end of the season. So they also get some little bonuses here. The Bonsai Clan, yellow, they have 7 honour, starting in the opposite corner of the map. They buy everything at a cost of 1, which is amazing. And then if you've got any discount, it's going to cost you 0. So 4 money, and they're stuff there. The Koi clan, mostly ladies by the looks of it. So they start sort of in the middle, only have one honour, and they may use money tokens as Ronin, and Ronin get converted into money. So yeah, pretty cool. They get 5 money, and there's their bonuses there. The Lotus clan with this rather cool basket-headed person. Also, I haven't really been talking about this. Nice little bit of stuff on the front as well, just to remind you of what their abilities are. So 3 honour, start here, various bits, their special ability, lots of money, end of game bonus. And then finally, one of my favourites, the Turtle clan, who've got this slightly ogre-y look about them. So they start bang in the middle in Kyoto, 4 honour, and your strongholds count as 1 force and may move as if they were figures. They earn 6 money, and there's their bonus. So great, and hard as the mind, delicate as steel. So pretty nice little screens. I would like them to have been a little bit thicker maybe, but you know, they're decent, so no real complaints there. Let's have a very quick look at the map. Right, so in the retail version, you're going to get this card map, which I'm going to have to try and fold out and see if I can get it all in camera. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but as you probably noticed, I also got the neoprene upgraded map, which is a lot bigger than this, and this is actually a pretty big map, so let's have a look and see what foolishness I've let myself in for. Okay, so we've got the map folded out. It's basically a 6-fold map. Now, I've had trouble getting it all in shot because it's so big. Let's run you through some of the bits and pieces. So you've got the score track running across the bottom, and it absolutely wraps around on the right-hand edge. You've got your various areas that you're going to fight over with the bonus you get for winning them and the sea lane connections. What else we got? Yes, we've got the honour track, sort of top left here. You might just about see it. Let's just move it down and we'll have another quick look. Then you've got the sort of turn ordery bits, or phases I should say, right at the top here with the Japanese calligraphy is where your kamis go, and then over on the right, so let's move the camera over on the right here, these are the various provinces you're going to be fighting over in the order you're going to be fighting over. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers the basics. Let's have a look at some of the details. So the number goes to 50 and then wraps back round. You've got these various battle phases here with 4, 5 or 6 players. I guess this is where you're meant to put your money. There is actually a kraken here with his tentacles all coming down. Important to have tentacles. Then you've got your sea dragon, and he wraps all the way around and goes up even to this lady here who's blowing some wind, so obviously white painted face. Then you've got a homage to the classic Japanese boats and big waves. I forget the name of the artist now, but beautiful piece of artwork with the rising sun in the background, and that's where you tend to put your alliance markers. So there has been some controversy over the names and placement of the areas and how accurately they represent Japan. Doesn't bother me too much. You know, this is a fantasy game with some historicalness about it, in the sense that it's set in Japan and is using some potentially Japanese spirits and gods, but that's about as close as it gets to reality, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, it's a shame they couldn't quite do it. I'm guessing this is meant to be Mount Fuji here, with some lovely artwork on the board itself with forests and mountains and waterfalls even. I mean, let's have a look and see if you can see that's a lovely waterfall. So beautiful, beautiful map. It's a decent size. I am a bit worried though, if you get enough figures into an area, it's a little bit small, which is why I went for the neoprene option. Right, so we're going to have a look at the figures now, but before we do that, let's just look at these little bits that come with your Turtle Clan. You've got these lovely little score and honour tokens, which are lovely little plastic pieces. You've also got the 3 seasons with the various cards that you can buy, so let's have a quick look at those. Righteousness here, which costs you 2 coins, and for each of your figures that's killed, gain some honour. Path of the Lion, which gives your Daimyo a +1 force. Way of the Shogun, at the start of the war phase, gain 3 coins. Right, I was just trying to work out what that symbol was. The Oni of Skulls, 3 force in any province where you have the lowest honour. The Kamanu, which is the kind of dragon dog lion thing, counts as a Shinto. Honesty, when you have an ally, gain 2 each time you select a non-betray mandrake, so that's pretty good. Path of the Warlord, after you summon, gain a coin. And there's 2 of those. Path of the Patron. If you summon, gain 2 coins if you have higher honor than 2 other players. Courage. Gain 2 honor each time you... Sorry, not honor. Victory points. Gain 2 victory points each time you win a war province. Path of the Ninja. Dishonorable upgrade. So I believe that lowers your honor off the top of my head. After you summon, you may kill any one Bushi on the map and lose honor. Way of the Righteousness. I need to check on that. Path of the Ninja. This one's pretty good. Way of the Righteous. At the start of the war phase, take a coin from each player with honor that's lower than you. Path of the Kenin. An upgrade. After you summon, you may place an extra Bushi in any of your strongholds. Benevolence. You may spend a coin, and you may give 1 spent coin to another player. If you do so, gain honor and 2 victory points. Benevolence. We've seen that one. Path of the Light, which is a Shinto upgrade. At the end of a recruit mandate, you may place an extra Shinto on a shrine. So there you go, very quick look at all the spring upgrades and so forth. So let's have a look now at these. So Respect, you may take an additional hostage when you take one in battle. Path of the Serpent, shipping route upgrade, you may charge another player money to cross sea routes. Way of the Bushido, at the start of the war phase, gain money and victory points per virtue you have. Oh, that's pretty good. Way of the Ronin, at the start of the war phase, gain 2 Ronin. Yuri, which is this kind of weird, freaky lady, counts as a daimyo with force 2. Loyalty, if you have an ally, gain extra victory points. Way of the Merchant, whenever a rich player gains coins, you also gain a coin. That's not bad. Oni of Souls, you win a war province with this monster, you gain, for each Oni you have, so this is like get lots of honor, Oni, to gain lots of victory points. Mercy, when you would kill someone, you can instead let them live and gain victory points. Path of the Monkey, Dishonorable, after you summon, you may take money from the richest opponent and lose honor. Oni of Blood counts as 2 force or 4, where you have the lowest honor, so interesting. Justice, gain 3 victory points whenever you kill 1 or more figures with someone with lower honor than you. Path of the Samurai, at the end of a recruit mandate, you may place an extra Bushi. Oni of Souls and Oni of Blood, so for some reason they weren't with their other card option. And then Autumn. So, Form of the Kitsune, at the end of the game, gain gain victory points based on strongholds. End of the game again, gain for virtues. Upgrade to 3 force. Way of the Moneylender, get a lot of money. River Dragon counts as 5 force. Form of the Kindred. For allies, you get extra victory points. Path of the Unrighteous, Dishonorable upgrade. Whenever you betray, you may replace 1 additional figure of any player. Oh, that's pretty good. Oni of Hate with his little blue lightning, fireball, I guess. So when this enters a province, kill a local Bushi or Shinto from each player with higher honor than you. Form of the Demon, gain for having Oni. So yeah, if you're dishonorable, you probably want to get hold of that upgrade. Path of the Spirit, after you summon, gain money and victory points if you have the highest honor. Oni of Spite, when this enters a province, steal honor, victory points. God, honor and victory points, I keep getting those confused. So when this enters a province, Oni of Hate, we've seen that. Form of the Beast, gain for monsters. Way of the Katana. Ooh, Bushi 2, that's pretty awesome. And then Oni of Spite, Oni of Hate. So there you go, that's all the cards. Went through those very quickly. Hopefully you can always pause the screen if you need to. Okay, I'm just going to do a criticism here. The cards, I think if they're sleeved, they're going to struggle to fit back in this nice little container you've got here. This is a common problem. There's potentially no reason that this couldn't have been a bigger pocket so you could have fitted your sleeve cards in. So it's a little bit of a shame. However, there is a nice little pocket underneath here, I guess, for you to put things in. But the problem is, once you drop your cards in, it fills up that pocket. So yeah, not the best design there in my opinion. Anyway, let's have a look at the figures. So we've got our little white-based guys and black-based guys, and I can't remember which one's the daimyo and all that stuff. But this guy here, he's got like a really cool shield, really nice quality mini. the detail on this is great, and you know, really good job. Then this little kind of Buddhist guy sat on his head, really. So this is, I guess, your priest, and this is your war leader. So, and then your regular dudes, and I believe these are the same, they're just different sculpts. But yeah, really, really nice quality. Gotta love them. And they're this sort of slightly soft but stiff, resiny plastic. Look really good. These guys are not desperately pleasant. As you can see, they're carrying around some heads. But yeah, really, really like these lovely minis. Let's have a look at the others. So this is Rising Sun 1-1, big cardboard box. Let's get it open. Inside here you've got the kind of cheap plastic coins, which painted up will probably look pretty good. So, you know, and they got a decent heft to them. They're obviously not as good as the metal ones. You've then got your coloured bases for the big monsters, which I'm going to show you after the other box, because I think the big monsters are really awesome and want to leave those till last. So let's have a look at the faction figures, which are going to be in here in box Rising Sun units 1, 2, I guess. So here they all are, and you know, so you got your green turtle, and then your red, your blue, your yellow, and your kind of pinky purple. So let's start at the far end here. So we've got nice glaive wielding lady, I think. Yes, very kind of ninja-esque. Yeah, that's a nice figure. I like that. And let's have a look at this lady here. Now, you might need to do a little bit of hot water bend, cold water treatment on some of these. Very finely detailed, actually. Really, really impressive. And decent amount of them. Then our lovely basket headed flute player here with some pretty decent weapons on them there. So don't want to mess with them. And then let's have a look at the main dude here with his little black base, or her black base. No, this is actually a dude. Okay. I love the fact you've got the symbol on his headgear there. Really, really nice. Like them. Now the yellow, of course, quite intense yellow actually under this light. He's also got a big spear, and it's having a bit of trouble focusing on the yellow. Let's see, can we get that? Anyway, yeah, nice figure. Not quite as nice as the ladies there. I do like the look of this hammer wielder though. He looks a really cool figure. Yeah, this yellow is playing havoc with the focus on my camera, so apologies if it's not quite as sharp as it could be. Then this guy here with his bundle of sticks, is it? Scroll case, something like that. He's actually pretty cool figure as well, like him. And the leader, really like this leader figure. He looks nice. Yeah, he's got his little sort of helmet in his hand there. It's probably not showing up very well under this light. Just about get it. So yeah, really nice. But yeah, weird colour yellow that. Then we've got our flying dragonfly guys or whatever they are. They got sort of like demon face masks on. Yeah, really dynamic charging figure that. Then let's go with the regular guy first. This sort of running 2-weapon wielding guy, also wearing his little demon mask, which you can probably just about see. And then very fancy winged fellow here with his bird mask. Yeah, interesting. I quite like this figure. I'm not sure I desperately like the pose, but they are all very dynamic. Then definitely a bit of sword bending is going to need to go on here, but he's a really cool figure. I mean, look at that. That is just great. Let's just check that snaps into focus. Yeah, lovely. Really, really nice. Then we've got our red figures, which are also ladies, so good representation of male and females. Yeah, interesting. Not particularly dynamic pose, but not bad. Then slightly more dynamic, wielding our sword. These kind of arms holding the sword are very, very slender. So good job. This is a fairly robust plastic by the looks of it. Then we've got a bow wielding kind of priestess, I guess. Very, very nice. I guess you could do some really good paint jobs on this and get in that kind of silk look with patterns and everything if you really, really wanted to. And then, you know, little weapon fan with a sword. Really, really nice. I think the green and purple factions are my favourite from a sculpt's point of view. Yeah, the yellow and blue are pretty good as well, so I'm happy with all of these. They're really cool. But anyway, let's get on to the big beasties. Right, well, first up, we've got this massive figure who is enormous. I mean, look at that. That is fantastic. Let me see if I can quickly get one of these regular 28mm sort of dudes. Well, I guess 28, 32mm dudes. So as you can see, they are big. I mean, he's what, 1, 2. He's almost, not quite, almost 2.5 times the height of this guy here. Really, really nice, very impressive. They all come in this greyish colour, and then obviously you pop your base on to identify it as your mini. So his face is actually all the way up in here. Really crisp detail. Not seeing too many mould lines to tidy up, so that's good. Joins, well, I think there's a join in here. And there's a join here, so if you're going to paint, a little bit of green stuff just to tidy up might be required. You've then got our very tall freaky lady, so yeah, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, at least 7 people. And then nice little details like the hands here clutching onto the cloak. Yeah, really nice, really disturbing as well. Going to be pretty cool. We then got our little lucky dragon dog here, which does have a little bit of a mould line to tidy up if you're into painting with these board games. I always talk about maybe painting them and how they'd look great painted, but right, I'll work that out in a sec. Can't get that one back in. Then who are we going to do next? I think we do the dragon next, actually. Now, this dragon's got this really cool tail thing going on with bit of a bad join here, but it's not too bad. Lovely, lovely detail, and he's got this ball with this water coming up, and yeah, that is a lovely, lovely figure. Really, really impressive. But then we've got all the Onis, so let's get the Onis out, and these guys are ridiculously enormous. And this one in particular is quite grim, so look away now if you're easily scared by plastic representations of dead people. So yeah, they're pretty good. Let's get that figure back out so we can just check on scale. So let's get them all lined up here. So there you go. There you go. Look at that. So would you want to be facing one of these guys? I mean, that's the smallest one, and he's good twice the height. This one here, he's enormous. So really, really impressive. Let's have a closer look then. So I can't remember, I haven't had the game long enough to work them all out, but this guy with his 3 hands, his little snarling face, he's got a little skull there. Yeah, that is... Oh, am I missing an arm? Right, so I'm going to need to check. I might be missing an arm, so it's possibly in the box somewhere. So I will have to have a check and see if I can click that back in, or whether it's a little shout out to call Minion not saying, oi, I'm missing an arm. He's totally armless, this one. Then we got our little dual wielding guy here with lots of skulls on his belt and bits pierced in him, and really cool face, and it looks like he's weaved some heads into his moustache. That's a really, really cool mini. Haha, see what I did there. Then this guy with his big weapon. I'm not so keen on this weapon here, not kind of joining the base to give it a bit more robustness, but there you go. Then he's got 3 desiccated bodies hanging off and a load of heads. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I do quite like him. He's a nice mini. And then, of course, this guy with his little fireball-y thing going on. So unfortunately his face is a little bit obscured by this. Now, is this the Oni of Hate? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, he's a pretty cool mini as well. So yeah, well named company. They are producing some pretty cool minis, definitely. Anyway, there you go. That's that. And just in case you forgot, the plastic coins. So that is pretty much it. That is a quick unboxing of Rising Sun. I guess in the next videos, I'm going to cover the rest of the stuff that came in the box. Well, I'm packing it away. So what I've done is I've put most of the cardboard components inside the big box. I've put the region and starter, not starter, honour markers there. cards back where they come from, unsleeved. Then I've just laid out the cardboard on top, so I can then chuck the rulebook on and get the box shut. So yes, putting the game away, not that brilliant. I'm going to look for a foam insert option because not too happy with the way that goes away. It's not a disaster, just slightly irritating that it's not brilliant for putting everything back in the box once you've undone it. For my next video, I'm going to be talking about this box here, which is the Kickstarter exclusive add-ons which came with your pledge.